Okay everyone, we are moving right along in my craft room tour. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, make sure you go back and check it out because that's where I actually show my work desk. Now I'm going to show my cube shelves and what I have stored in here. Now on the very top here it is, let's see, trying not to be super shaky. The left one is 3 high and the right one is 2 high, but I do want to put another one right here that's exactly the same as these two for the rest of my paper storage that I have in the boxes under my workspace. That is my plan. So on top, I just had the lid, have the lid of an iris container, and this is where I keep all my large scraps. So I have just basically 2 places that I keep scraps, and that's these 2. And this is where I pull things from. I also have just some corrugated paper underneath there. I keep all of my cardstock here. I have color sorted ones. I also have vellum here. I have specialty papers in here and other vellum. And then this is all just basic cardstock. Now I have very few things that are sorted by theme, and these are those. I have a Christmas envelope. Actually, I have a couple Christmas envelopes. I have a Halloween pack, and this has any embellishments as well as papers in it that are Halloween themed. I have a Thanksgiving one. This one is very minimal. And then I have 2 more Christmas ones here. This is just the easiest way for me to keep it all. That way when I want to work with it, I just pull it out. These 2 are mostly papers, and then this one has a lot more embellishments and paper pads that are like 6x6 paper pads. There you go. On this side, I have a box of page protectors as well as a container of page protectors. I also keep my border strips in this little pocket I made, but I keep all my other page protectors in here to pull from. And then I have like my freckled fawn zipper pouch there. I also keep some extra pieces of paper that have been cut down. These are cut down to 3x4, and these are cut down to 4x6. And then a few matte stacks back here. Now, behind this, I have my Stampin' Up! Ink pads, as well as my box of glitter. And this is just a box that I keep paint on top of because I don't open this very often. I keep paint on the top. Oh, let's see, my stickles and stuff on the top, and all my glitter on the inside. Should have known that was going to happen. I'll go back and fix that. Then underneath here, I have one of those shelving units to the side, or I guess this is the way it's supposed to go. I have the other ones to the side to make it vertical. But here's where I keep my 12x12 sticker sheets, my 6x12 sticker sheets, and then a couple other things like stencils and Cricut mats. I also keep just basic white cardstock here with like heavyweight page protectors, and then I have hole punch, tape, stapler, and this back here is some old stuff I used to use. I don't use it very often anymore, but I have a whole bunch of Tim Holtz memo clips, and then just some baker's twine and stuff like that is in here. Well, no, these were labels from when I sold baker's twine on my Etsy shop. Alright, over here is just more cardstock, and then this is all kind of Kaylin stuff with like paper to learn how to write on. It's got like a raised edge to it to help learn how to write. Now down here I have some drawers. I have some, they're labeled, but they're not true to their labeling. Okay, this drawer is labeled stamps, but it's not really just stamps. I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. I've got some mini books. These are the ones I got at Tuesday Morning for like 10 cents. I've got these album tabs. I've got this, which is another album. It's got little butterflies on it. Can you see them? There we go. I've got stencils in here, daubers, well, my makeup sponges that I use as daubers, my letterpress stuff, stamps. I do have stamps in here. These are mostly like block stamps. My Stamp-A-Jig, is it in here? Oh no, it's not. My self-inking stamp that you can put your initials on. Some dies. That's a tab die, file tab die from Tim Holtz. And then my letterpress stuff, and that should be it. This is kind of a mishmash. These drawers are a bit of my catch-all. But I know what's in here, so... Ooh, sorry, that's loud. I know it's in here, so it's easy for me to use it. This one is labeled embellishments, but it's got my stamp positioner in here. It's got my overflow of sequins and my overflow of homemade enamel dots. It's got clips, skewers in case I need those, confetti I made, lots of bags, like treat bags. And I actually use these quite a good amount of time. It's got just a bunch of stuff. Clips. Oh, my overflow of buttons is back here. It's got my plates for my die machine. I've got twine. I've got a doorstop that's the in the shape of a high heel. I've got a pill cutter that I was using to cut my perler beads. Again, more sequins and perler beads. Alright. Bunch of stuff. I know. And that one's a squeaky drawer. And this one says measurements and other tools, but I guess other tools probably does apply. I've got my bow maker, another circle cutter, my embossing gun, my Stamp-A-Jig, my cutter. These are actually from albums that I took apart, so album pieces. Thought they might be useful at some point. Another rotary blade. This is a rotary blade dual sharpener. Got my letterpress plates. I've got down here at the bottom those stencils that you use this machine with. This has Cricut tools in it. And this last one has just regular tools in it, like pliers and stuff like that. It's really good to have in here. I don't really make jewelry, but sometimes it's good to have that for cutting brads and stuff like that. Let's see if I can get it all back in here. There we go. Alright, this side has other things. I've got all my embossing powders in here. They used to be all nicely lined up, but really I don't have that many. There's only one layer, so I just kind of let them fall wherever they want to fall. Some of them are glitter, like these are glitter, but they're not going to fit in my other box, so I just keep them in here. These are all my punches and decorative scissors. Sorry. Alright, these are all my punches, flower, corner, circle, different ones, another corner, little tiny flower, circle, decorative scissors, all of that stuff, heart. I've got edge. These are all just thrown in here, and part of the reason why it's just thrown in here, I've got my large crocodile. Is that called a crocodile? Yeah, I think that's called a crocodile. It's massive. But anyways, part of the reason these are all just thrown in here is because Kaylin loves to pull them out and use them. And I don't care if he uses them. It's just when he's in here with me, so... He grabbed some of that paper out of that not the craft bin, out of the scrap box that I was telling you about, and he just goes to town. He likes to look through these drawers. He doesn't really use any of this stuff, but he likes to look through it. You can see he got into my glue sticks. He was playing like pickup sticks with my glue sticks. But this drawer is all adhesives. Usually the glue sticks are not right on top, but I've got extra glue dots, double-sided tape runner, another Tombow mono here. What do I have? Yeah. Refill for my scotch. I got the a removable one in here. That's just my extra adhesive. And then this one is where I keep extra ink pads. Oh, here's another one of those pedal points. These are just where I have my misters. I don't have very many misters. I only have a few. I think I only have 3. I've got 2 Mr. Hiiiis. One is black and one is brown. And then I've got a shimmers. And these are just different ink pads. No particular brand that I don't actually have that many ink pads. I have a couple Versa Magic ones. A couple Petal Dewdrops from Versa Magic, all of that. I don't have that many ink pads. I probably should invest in more, but I'll probably use my Stampin' Up! Ink pads in that box up top more than anything else. I'm going to show you my sewing table, but before I do, I want to show you this corner. Okay, I have 2 Project Life boxes that are empty, but I like the boxes, so I don't want to throw them away. And then I have this bin, this basket, and this bag full of fabric. Now, I do sew, and then there's a project up there. I do sew, but I don't sew very often, so my projects just kind of pile up, which is kind of bad. My initial thought was I was not going to buy any more fabric if it didn't fit into this brown shelf that's right here, but, well, that didn't really work out. I have lots of fabric. I really need to just take a weekend and sew and finish my work in progress quilts or blankets and things like that, just to kind of get them done, and then I can give them away because they were all supposed to be giveaway projects. And then I have a keyboard here. Ernest and Kaylin both kind of like to play on the keyboard, so we have it there because it hooks up to our computer. All right, this is my sewing table. Okay, this is my sewing table. So I've got my sewing machine. Ignore this punch. This is just a punch that does those like holes like that. It kind of fits in the Happy Planner is what those are for. But I have that here. My sister's letting me borrow that because I'm trying to decide if I need to buy one or not. But anyways, this is my sewing table. And as you saw before, this leg rolls in. This part comes in and the top goes down. But it's a perfect table to use for sewing and a place where you don't have the space for a whole table to be set up. So I just move my sewing machine over here. I pull my chair up. I sit right here. My pedal is down here on the ground. And it's a perfect place for me to sew. And then when I'm done, I just push it back. Let me scoot back some. There we go. That's what it looks like. It's a cool little sewing table. I like it. I asked for it for Christmas a couple years ago. And we used to live in an apartment and this was perfect there. But I just have all my sewing supplies in these drawers. Lots of different things. I don't sew a whole lot, so I don't have a ton of stuff. This is also where I keep my embroidery floss. Oh, and I have some jewelry making supplies in here as well. Just different things. Oh, I have extra bags, just ribbon. And then this last drawer just has all my electronic cords, like my Cricut, my extra battery for my camera, which I don't really use my DSLR camera anymore. The shutter's messed up on it. We need to get it fixed, but extra battery for that. The cords for my sewing machine and all that are all down here. Oh, and like Kaylin's Late Pad charger. All of that is down here in this drawer. And that pretty much is everything in my sewing table. I'm going to go ahead and fold this back down so I can put it back where it goes. And then I'm going to show you what is in this. And that is how that sewing table looks once it's folded down. It just rolls back right into the space. Fits perfectly between my cord for my lights and my cube shelves. Okay. Slow. Next we have this cube system. It's got 2 cubes on the left and then a tall one that's the same height as 2 cubes. And then a long one which is the same width as 2 cubes. And this is what I have for my fabric storage at the top. These were actually from Target a couple years ago. These white ones were from Michael's, but these brown ones were from Target, and I really like them. They're the same height and the same size. They just have different finishes on the edge. Like it has a little bit of an edge here. This bag is just my pending bag. I have a couple things I need to take to my mom. I had gotten her some seeds and some pasta and then a package I need to ship out. So this bag just sits here with stuff I need to take somewhere. I have a surge protector there because it's a perfect place for it. And then all my other fabrics. Now I do have some space for some fabric here, so maybe I need to go through all my work in progress stuff and see if I can sort any of it through here and really divide it into projects to complete. That would be smart. Okay, on top of here, this is crafty, scrapbook related. This basket is my new supplies basket. And anytime I get something new, it goes in here. Anytime I get anything new, it goes in here. And it goes in here until I use it either at least halfway or use it 2 to 3 times. So like I've used these doilies once, so they're still in here. I have not used these bean board alphas yet, so they're still in here. Haven't used these yet. Let's see, what have I used? I pulled this out to use it, but didn't use it yet, so it went back in here. I've not used my stamp yet. I don't think I've used most. Oh, I've used, where is it? I used this once, but it went back in here because I don't even think I pulled it out, was looking through it, and I don't even think I ended up using anything out of it. But I have all of these in here, waiting to be used. Now I use this. I think I used like 5 of the 25 pieces so far. So I stuck it back in here because I still can definitely use it, but soon it's going to go into my LE Studio box that I have those supplies stored in. So everything's in here. Whenever I want to pull out something new to use, I go here. So whenever I am working on a project and I need something additional, I'm either going to go here and look for a new product to use, or I'm going to go to that box that's sitting beside my desk and use up something that I've had in my stash already. And I like it. I like things like this because I can just kind of rifle through it. And it's really nice to use something new sometimes. But yeah, that's my new supply storage. This is what you guys see. You see it in the hauls, and then it goes right into this box. Okay. This, this is my pile of new stuff. I chuckle because I'm like, geez, I just did a haul video. I feel like I just did a haul video. This is my pile of things that I've purchased that need to be reviewed or shown in my next haul video. And then these are also my used up items. So like I've used up this frames and tags set from SEI. So it's here. So when I do my next haul video, I'll show you what I've used up. This will be one of them. And then what I've purchased, which will be these. Alright, so then I have these 2 Studio Calico boxes that their Project Life kits used to come in. I've got cards in one, like finished cards, and extra photos in the other. And then I've got these 2 boxes here. These were boxes that I got. I think the Studio 29 Designs kits came in these, and I've actually repackaged these with giveaway items that I'm still working on collecting a few things for. So I have a planner giveaway and then just a miscellaneous embellishment giveaway. So I'm collecting some items here for giveaways in the future, so keep an eye out for that. Here is an old camcorder. I just don't know what to do with it. And then this little bin. Kaylin tells me I'm just like Doc McStuffins. I take super glue and I fix all his planes that have lost their parts, or cars that have lost their bumpers, or transformers that have lost their, whatever that is, or a necklace that breaks. So I've got all those little broken pieces in here, plus a coupon. But I've got all his little broken pieces in here, plus my super glue. So whenever I collect enough things, I'll open the super glue, fix them all, and give them back to him. He's like, Mommy, can you please fix this? And then down here, this is more just other storage. In here I have books and my sticker maker refills. Down here I just have a whole bunch of pencils and pens and stuff. This is kind of office supply storage. I have a whole bunch of, these drawers, these bottom 2 drawers are other ones that Kaylin likes to kind of play in. These are just notepads and post-it notes and pencils and extra things like that. This one is full of ribbon. As you can see, this one's full of ribbon. Sorry, it's really dark outside, like it's about to rain, and so the sun keeps coming out and going back in. So I noticed that the camera's adjusting the lighting a couple times. And then this one up here is just extra supplies. I've got some stationery at the top, and then just glue and multi-matte medium, decoupage medium, and paintbrushes and unfinished wood painted things for Kaylin to paint and give as Christmas gifts. So that's kind of this. That's pretty much everything in this corner. I just showed you this corner of my craft room. That is everything there. If you missed the first part, make sure you go back and check it out, because that's where I explained this section of my craft room. And then the third part, I'm gonna go slow. The third part of my craft room tour will be showing these large shelves. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're getting something useful out of this. I have really waited a long time to film this because I feel like my filming skills are not very good unless I have it on the stand, and I don't have a tripod or anything that can hold my iPhone. So I hope you're getting something out of this, and I apologize profusely if it is really shaky and irritating to watch. But anyways, thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying your day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.